We just did pose to pose. Now we're going to do straight ahead animation. Straight ahead animation works best whenever it's an unpredictable animation, such as like a fire or like water dropping. So there's into a lake, and that's the animation we're going to try and do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create the lake. So I'll go and create this at keyframe here, and I'll create a, might as well draw it right now. So we're going to go and get our tool, and I'm going to draw the lake maybe like this, and I'm going to create a new layer, and on this layer I'm going to say at about 5 frames, maybe less, and I'm going to create a keyframe. I'm going to draw the first drop, and I'll draw it somewhere at the top like this. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little trick here to save you time. So what we're going to do is we're going to select this, and I'm going to Control C, copy it, and I'm going to go to the next, and I'll create a keyframe. Click here, Control V. I'm going to turn on my onion skinning, and I'm going to place the drop just like that. And so I'm happy with that. I'm going to go here, same thing, new keyframe, and I'm going to do the same thing, Control V, and then place it right underneath my onion skinning, and so on until you get to the bottom. Okay, just pause the video here for a second. So here I'm going to draw when the water drop falls into the water. I'll give you a tip. One thing that really helps when you're animating something, find a photo somewhere of that actually happening. So, you could go to Google Images right now and find water droplet falling in the water. And that's how good animators really make things look like they're alive. I didn't really do that here because I just want to show you the principle. So I drew these drops after you can see my onion skin drop falls into the water. So what I'm going to do is add my next keyframe, and I'm going to go insert keyframe. I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to do the same thing I did a while ago. I'm going to select these 3, Control C, and go back here, Control V. Alright, this probably won't be really lifelike, but I wanted to show you that you can do this. So what you could do is select just one of them and just move it so that, like you're using basically the, onion skinning. I'm going to select this, so make it look like, and then we're going to select this, make it look like this. You're going to select this and make it look like it's moving along. And we're going to do that again a couple times because it won't look animated enough. Insert keyframe, and I'll go Control V. So click one at a time. Make sure you only have one selected. Go to your move tool. And I'd probably view it too to make sure it's working, but just for the tutorial I'm going to go quicker. Same thing here. I'm going to go, and I might want to start shrinking the droplets, but I'll leave that up to you. Insert keyframe here, and I'm going to go here, Control V. So we'll go, whoops. Go here. Maybe you want them flying all the way back down and stuff. You'll have a little bit more time. So, although this is supposed to be straight ahead, so you don't really, we're kind of going into pose to pose, which we've already talked about. So maybe when the water bursts out, you want to use a pose to pose, which would mean you have your first animation, and where does the last droplet of water go, and then you draw in there. So you get a sense of what straight animation is with the drop, and here it's a little bit tricky. So there you go. That's how you do pose to pose.